Hey everybody, this is Tell the Truth Sports Radio, and I'm your host, Rob Fitch, and I'm gonna tell you the truth on how 1995, 2025, same old Knicks, another choke job. This was a major choke job. I I feel I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm no skin in the game because that zesty group went out. So there's no feelings the way they gotta be. You know they weren't going anywhere. So it's different than when you're a Knicks fan. I'm rooting for them. I want to see them, the people I know that are Knicks fans. I want to see them get a championship in their lifetime that they can enjoy. I'm a Cubs fan too. And I got to enjoy 2016. Can't take that away from me, no matter what they do from here on out. I got to see a championship. I want that for the Knicks, but man, I don't know. Now you got to win 5 games instead of 4. You got to win 4. This game was won already, and they should have held on. I mean, what a choke job. They didn't play good enough defense at all. I mean, 116, 102 with 3:44 left. And I'm thinking, well, okay, keep playing defense because Indiana's explosive. So Indiana, Neesmith, who just kept Aaron Neesmith, three after three after three after three in this span. He just kept hitting threes. Guard him. What are we doing here? So Brunson drives for a layup. It's 121 to 112. 9-point lead. Hold on to the lead. Aaron Neesmith hits another three. Carl Towns makes a shot. Aaron Naismith hits another three with 34 seconds left. What are we doing here? Neesmith hit 4 3-point shots to cut the lead. Five 3-point shots after the fifth one with 22 seconds left. Come on, New York. After about 3, go out there and guard them. Here's the fifth one. It's a 2-play game. Towns, who had a good game, misses the second free throw. Oh boy. Because you hit 2, 14 seconds left. You just keep hitting free throws, you should be okay. Once you did that, now it is Tyrese Halliburton time. He hits the three. He hits a shot, a step back shot to tie the game. Of course, he's going to tie the game. It goes overtime. You know, after blowing a 14-point lead with 3 minutes left, you know you're not going to win the game in overtime. And then, man, enough plays in overtime. They take a 3-point lead. You have now Nimhard made a nice shot to give him the lead. Then Obi Toppin breaks the press when they're up 1. 15 seconds left. Brinson barely hits the rim. Carl Towns takes one of those deep threes. That's not going in. And Indiana wins. It isn't. Now, Indiana, people talk about when a tiger attacks a person, the tiger win tiger. Indiana win Indiana. That's what they do. They made a comeback on Cleveland, but they were way down because they have a great offensive system. Everybody spreads the wealth. Halliburton's a star, but everybody is the scorer. One day it could be Neesmith, one day Simayakam, one day it could be Nimhard or Turner scoring. Mathurin does well. O'Connell, sometimes he thinks he's Iverson, but he's solid. Nice assist game. But the Knicks had to win this game. And I hate these kind of game twos because it might be one of those deals where they're so happy that they won. Now, the Knicks are going to get the lead. I think it's going to be one of those games. And then Indiana might not be as focused and jacked up to make a comeback because they know they need to get one in New York, and they have a great home field advantage in Indiana. It might be one of those game twos where the Knicks have the lead and Indiana's like, I hate that. I was hoping the Knicks win. Then game 2, Indiana's going to play because they steal a game. The Knicks want to go up 2-0. There's drama. I don't know if there's going to be as much drama in game 2. And I wonder how the Knicks respond. They could win that, but then they got to go to Indiana, and Indiana they're very happy. They're thinking, you come to Indiana in our home, you're not going to see a live day. We'll get 3 and 4, and then all the pressure will be on you in 5. And if you win that, we'll close you out in 6. Because I had the Indiana in 6 or Knicks in 7. That was my prediction. Now, if the Knicks can somehow get to 7, I believe somehow, some way they win. But getting to game 7 with the series tied against Indiana, which they're very confident playing in New York, very super confident playing in Indiana, and the Knicks were playing their pace. Then it got to be a little more physical. Then the Knicks had the pace, got up 14. The Indiana Nesmith, who is a New York Knicks killer. He killed them last year. He is the New York. You could call him the New York Strangler, because he hit 5 threes. He hit 5 threes in a 2 minute span. That's Reggie Miller like. And phew, next game, you got to take that away. When you're up 14, if you're fortunate enough to get up at the end of the fourth quarter, you got to really chase them off the 3-point line. You just can't give up that many threes in a Tom Thibodeau defense. That was disgusting. And also, I wanted to see the Knicks get the finals. I think it's a better matchup with OKC. OKC is going to beat up on Minnesota. Now, I haven't been other than that, man. I haven't been sold on Minnesota. You beat a zesty Laker team with no big man. You beat a Steph Curry-less team. Steph Curry came in there that first game, and it looked like Golden State was going to win the series. And they're talking about all the people Ant-Man took out. You didn't take Steph Curry out. And it was just a false narrative. You take out OKC, I'm singing your praises. And I mentioned that on Instagram. Because OKC overwhelms you with the way they play defense. I don't know if Ant-Man has to be a little more aggressive in the next game because he looked like he was trying to let the game come to him, and I'll just maybe wait in the second half to take over. We win. You can't do that against this team. You got to come out smoking. The only problem is a wave of defenders because you stop. He gets past Williams. There's Alexander. And then if you get off a switch, it's Holmgren, who's good. Is long. He's a big man, but he's long and he moves his feet well. He's a good chase down blocker. I'm saying that when the other player drives, you don't give him a pump fake and you drive the basket. He's very good at catching up to you and blocking that shot. And that's a big part of their defense. And then you run to Caruso. Then you might run to Dort. You might run to Wiggins. You might run to Wallace. All of those are long, physical, especially Dort. I watched because Julius Randle got going in the first half. He was on fire. He ended up with 30 points. He's hitting threes. So he tries to do what he normally does, back you in and play bully ball. He was trying to play bully ball against Dort, and he had to work hard. And when he's dribbling, what OKC did was just smart. They sent the defender over to the side that he's trying to dribble, and he didn't see the defender coming from behind, and they were taking the ball from him. Even though he played well, they had that down pat. I don't like this matchup. I think OKC wins a 5, and I think they beat up on Indiana if Indiana gets to the finals. As good as that offense is, OKC is not a physical type of an offense. It's a free flowing. They're not giving up 5 threes in OKC to Nesmith. That's not happening. But if the Knicks overcome this disastrous choke job of a game and get to game 7 and win, they would give OKC trouble. But I don't know. I have my doubts now. I really do. I have a lot of doubts about the Knicks now because that's a rough game to lose. You got to go to Indy. You got to get game 2. Got to make sure you got the lead and keep the lead. You don't want this to be close. If this game is close, game 2, and Indiana just wants to take it from them like they did this game, Indiana will beat the Knicks if it's close. But if the Knicks have the lead, I think they'll learn from their mistakes. It might be too late. This might be one of those games you win, and well, too late because you get beat up in Indiana and you don't never see the light of day. You never get the advantage of the series again. The advantage is all Indiana now. You handed them the advantage. Now you got to walk into Indiana and steal a game, and they play fast and loose, and they shoot even better in Indiana. I don't know. This feels like wasted golden opportunity for this franchise in New York. And the thing, before I leave this scene here, sign off. Knick fans, people talk about the Cowboy fans are bad, and there are a lot of great, knowledgeable Cowboy fans. I know my guy Rich Tier, Joe Cravino's, a lot of my cousin Craig. There's some knowledgeable, cool Cowboy fans. There's some obnoxious ones, but there seems like there's more obnoxious Knicks fans. They chased down Brian Windhorst, taunted them. They're taunting the Celtics kids. Celtics have, I don't like them, but they have 18 championships. They just won the championship. You haven't won since '73. You probably weren't born, knowing how dumb and young you acting out there. They're going crazy after getting out of the second round. They're going nuts. Oh, we'll win this game. Oh, come on, bring on OKC. Bring on OKC. Now, this is humbling. This is a humbling loss. And I don't know if you can recover from this. The fans are front running. They're front running fans. So we're going to see how the Knicks, what kind of character they have, how to handle this disastrous loss.